Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. But the question is asking here, I want to sell some gold. Can I sell at any price that I want, or does it have to be on the price, the actual price on the day? Now, the Messenger of Allah ﷺ said in the hadith, which is sahih, and it's been reported in Bukhari and Muslim, other places, that al-dhahabu bil-dhahab, gold for gold, meaning it has to be hand in hand, like for like. If I've got 24 karat gold, which is, I don't know, an ounce, and you got 24 karat gold, which is an ounce, it has to be like for like, hand in hand. I swap with you, you swap with me, and there can't be any delay, and it has to be the same measurement. Otherwise, this is a form of riba, which is known as riba nasi'a. But what if you've got cash and I've got gold? Then the Messenger of Allah ﷺ said in the hadith, which is reported by Muslim, in a similar version, al-dhahab bi-dhahab, مثل بمثل سواء بسواء يد بيد, like for like, hand in hand, measurement for measurement. Then he says sallallahu alaihi wasallam, فإذا اختلفت هذه الأصناف, but if the commodities are different, meaning I've got cash and you've got gold, I've got silver and you've got gold, فبيعوا كيف شئتم إذا كان يد بيد. Sell however you want. It doesn't have to be the same price, as long as it is done hand in hand. And with this comes, exchange of currency, of anything else which is subject to riba. If I've got dollars, you've got pound, we can sell however we want. The exchange rate is going to change. Gold is going to change in its exchange rate to cash. Likewise. So the Messenger of Allah ﷺ is saying here, sell however you want, whatever price it is on the day, as long as it is done hand in hand. I can't give you the gold and then take payment cash, even if it's a minute later. Once the majlis is gone, once we have separated, it becomes haram for a person to separate in this manner. Okay, so now we've established that if it is the same commodity, gold with gold, silver with silver, pounds with pounds, dollars with dollars, then it has to be done hand in hand, like for like. If they are similar but they are not the same commodity, so I've got money for gold, dollars for pounds, then it has to be hand in hand, but it doesn't have to be like for like. So the question is asking here, can I sell gold at a cheaper rate than its actual price? So say an ounce of pure gold is worth £1,600, for example. Can I sell it for 15? The answer is yes, as long as it has to be hand in hand. Sell however you want, as long as it's hand for hand. Now there's another mas'ala connected to this, which I want to just quickly go over very quickly, because I've seen some people do this, so I want to bring our attention to it, which is if a person sold some gold, for example, and they paid some of it but not all of it, is that allowed? So for example, I've got an ounce of gold, £1,600. I'll give you 1,000 now and I'll give you 600 tomorrow. I'll give you 600 after the next salah. It could even be in the same day. It could even be half an hour later. Let me just go home and get it. Now the majority of the ulama, everyone, are completely agreed that this is riba. It's not allowed, because the Messenger of Allah ﷺ in this hadith, Sahih Muslim, if the commodities are different, sell however you want. It has to be hand in hand. If the person has moved away from the majlis where they are negotiating and trading, then it is not hand in hand anymore. And this applies to internet transactions, this applies to phone calls, anything like that of that nature. But is the transaction sahih? Now the majority of the ulama have said that the part that has been done hand in hand, that is sahih, that is correct. As for the part that hasn't been done hand in hand, then that is not sahih. So for example, let's go back to our example. I've got an ounce of gold, I'm selling it to you for 1,600, you've given me 1,000, and then you've gone home to get the rest. You've gone to the bank to get the rest. That 1,000 that you have given me, that is correct. As for the 600 that you give to me later on, that is not correct. I have to return it to you. That is riba. And this is the view of the majority of the ulama. From the Malikiyya and the Hanabila, they have said that the whole transaction is incorrect. This is because you've agreed a price, which is 16. You've given me half or a little bit more, and you're going to give me the rest later. If you've not done it hand in hand, as we see in this hadith, then all of it is invalid. And this is also the view of Ibn Taymiyyah in Sharh al-Mumti'. And for me, that seems to be the stronger view, because you've already made an agreement, and it seems fairer as well for us to say that, okay, start again, basically. Therefore, what we're saying here is that the price can differ if the commodities are different. Cash money with gold, cash money with silver, the price is going to fluctuate. Currency with currency, prices are going to fluctuate. It has to be hand in hand, meaning it has to be done at the point of negotiation. Once you've made an agreement, you can't separate in your bodies or in your conversation until the transaction has been completed. If it's electronic, say I'm speaking to you on the phone, this is permissible as long as the transfer has taken place on the spot. If it hasn't, then this is a form of riba, which is riba nasi'a. If I've given you some of it and not giving you the rest, then that is also included in the prohibition of riba, and the person has to nullify it and start again. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gives us fiqh al-mu'amalat, that He gives us the understanding of how to transact and interact with one another, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He grants us tawfiq and success, and He blesses us with everything that He gives us. هذا والله أعلم. صلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.